Hey everybody, I'm Dozer, and with Metal Dozer Machine Works, and I got 84, I got Excitable, I got Moby Dick, and you're watching Good Company, Great Company with Bowling.
Hey guys, this is Scott Bowling. You're watching Good Company. Today I'm with Jason Dozer.
Hello,
Dude.
How you doing?
I wanted you on the show for a long time.
Great
man.
Company.
Oh, thank you, man. That's cool.
Right on.
Man, yeah, dude. I got some props right here, man. First of all, you make mic stands.
Yes, I do.
Let's tell everybody this. You
Yeah.
make mic stands. You're in two bands.
Yeah, three. Yeah.
I love these mic stands. Like, how did you? See, like when I was growing my show, I'd get somebody, and then they would introduce me to one of their friends and kind of snowball.
Yeah.
How did you get how'd you get out there with these stands?
Yeah, well, when I moved to Atlanta, anyway, I started doing cover bands in Atlanta around 2002 or so, and I just hated the mic stands always slipping, and I was a machinist, so I decided I'll just make my own.
Yeah.
Well, the best part was I was in a cover band at the time with a guy named Jerry, and his cousin was the drum tech for Dream Theater, who I've always been a huge fan of since the 90s. And so we were like, it was the Gigantor with Megadeth, so we went backstage. And it's cool enough when you're a fan to be backstage with Dream Theater. But then I'm talking to the singer. I said, dude, I want to make you a mic stand. He's like, I don't really use mic stands ever. I just don't like them. I said, well, it's free. And he's like, okay. So I made him one, machined one out and sent it to him. And ever since then, every single tour, he comes to me and says, hey, let's design something new. I just sent him one. I don't know if I posted about it last week, but so he's been awesome. Obviously those guys, the crew will work with other bands, and there's a lot of that. But shortly after that, a guy named Bruce Dans found me. He was working with Manson.
Oh,
and I had the MySpace page at the time,
yeah.
Metal Dozer on MySpace, and he found me, and I started doing stuff for Manson.
How did you get into making mic stands? Like,
I ran a lathe. Yeah, I ran a lathe, which is the machine that makes round stuff. So my first stand, I actually still have the bass. I use it in Moby Dick, my cover band. But I just made a cool stainless steel with some cool little designs on it and a cool bass, and that was that. And I was like, well, I'll just make this for other people too.
Yeah.
So Dream Theaters was free, and then the first few were free. I was a big Overkill. I am a big Overkill fan. I love Blitz. So I contacted him. I was like, let me make you a mic stand.
I like how you do that. You give it to them for free.
If I'm a big fan,
Yeah.
you definitely.
Kind of get you in the door.
Yeah, especially, those are the lean years in 07, 08 with the recession. I wasn't making any money. I almost just closed shop and got a job. But
Were you in the bands at this time?
yeah, the band actually at the time made my house payment.
Moby Dick?
Moby Dick was the big one.
Man,
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
were like huge, man.
We were.
Yeah.
We were big regionally there for several years when we had the keyboard player and everything. But after that, the tribute band phase came into Atlanta. We just focused on that. Did the Def Leppard, and now recently the Van Halen. So Moby Dick just plays a few.
You got Billy Gray in your band, right?
Yeah.
That's so
love
awesome.
Billy.
It's
Yeah.
like the nicest dude ever.
Oh, such a shot in the arm, too. I mean, he's so great.
Yeah, it's like
so
positive
fun.
energy. Man, you got Prince over here. You made his mic stand?
I made his mic stand, yeah.
That's amazing. How did you get in touch with Prince?
That was a trip. I was working at 37 Main Avondale. I still remember it. It's such a big memory. I was working at Avondale, and I don't know if you ever... No, it was Johns Creek. And I don't know if you ever saw those huge... They're in front of 37 Main Gainesville now. 14-foot guitars, steel.
Yes.
I made those. And so we're moving them around, and I got a call, and it said L.A., and so I took you always take a call.
Yeah,
It says
right.
LA. And so it said, hey, I think it was Prince's keyboard tech, something like that. Or
He found you?
One of us, yeah. And said, hey, Prince wants you to make a couple mic stands, every bell and whistle you can imagine, everything you can put on it. And I was like, that's great.
Wow.
And you don't believe it.
Yeah.
I make the mic stands.
Did you give it to him for
You still
free?
don't believe it. No. I made good money on that one.
That guitar, I got some fancy props. I gotta show you. That guitar you made.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, right here. So my son took a picture by it.
That's awesome.
How heavy is that thing?
Well, it's hollow, but it's
it's awkward.
really freaking heavy.
Yeah, it took awesome.
It took probably 4 or 5 guys to set it in that cradle.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I had to mount it up on the wall too.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Have you done more of these, or just for this 37?
Just those two. Yeah, I'm actually in talks with Swanee right now, where it's to make a big, old school, like the old school microphone. One of those.
Oh yeah, that's the logo on my shirt.
Like a 6 foot tall one.
Oh, that's
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
The trip about this, which I think is such a funny story, is that I made the mic stand. He wanted the accessories, with this little symbols on it, and then another little thing with the symbol on it. I made all that stuff, and of course, the mic clips were black. Mm-hmm. And the microphones. He sent me the microphones. I powder coated those, and so he's on a call with me. I'm the same tech guy, and he's sitting in a car with Prince at the time. And he said, "Hey, we were wondering if you could paint some of these mic clips, and they're plastic. You can't powder coat plastic because it has to be magnetic, or it has to be conductive." Mm-hmm. And so I said, "Well, why didn't you just contact Shure? Mm-hmm. And they'll make them some." He's like, "No, he wants you to do it."
Wow.
I was like, "Well, I'm just going to buy some clips and spray paint them." I said, "I'm just being honest. I'm just going to spray paint them because that's all I can do." And there was like a pause. He was like, you could hear him mumbling. Mm-hmm. It's like, "He wants you to do it."
Dude, that's so awesome.
I was like, "Oh, it's great." Okay. So I made them. I shipped them 4. And so he used them in rehearsals and stuff. He never used those live, but he used them in rehearsals. And then they hit me up. It's like, "Hey, we've sent these back to you. We want to get them recoated." I was like, "Well, I'm not going to strip all the paint off and recoat them. I just buy 4 new clips, and I'll keep these 4.
Yeah.
So that's one. That's one of them. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. That's amazing. Did you
I just thought it was
him?
funny. No, I didn't get to. When he came to Atlanta, I just thought, well, there'll be another time. Mm-hmm. I didn't push because there was so much, going on with that show. I just thought, I'll see him next time.
You made a mic stand for Robert Plant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's amazing.
That was another one of those. A guy that worked with Manson, who I'd worked for, went on tour with him. So dropped my name, and I made him a mic stand. And I don't know if I should tell a weird story about him or not.
Yeah.
I should.
Yeah, definitely.
That was around the time where I was making almost no money. And I was like, he said, "Robert Plant wants a mic stand, one of the richest guys, musicians out there." And I said, "Well, I'd like to get $250, which was less than I normally ask." And he came back to me and said, he'll pay you $75.
Wow.
And he knew I'd do it.
Yeah.
So I did it. And so it was funny because I did it, and the angle of the mic stand, the tripod legs, was 5 degrees.
Yeah.
And he said he'd like them 10 degrees for the next one. So I made him another one where they were like this.
Really?
Yeah.
How long does that take you to do, that process?
When it's my setup that I normally use, it's at 5 degrees. It doesn't take me that long, but I had to change my setup and do everything. But it was, it was whatever. Mm-hmm. And he'd say, he'll pay you $150 this time. I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's so cool, man.
So, yeah, I put his name all over everything because I paid for that sponsorship right
It's
there.
amazing.
Yeah.
And then I saw this Fozzy box you did. I was wanting one to do like a good company one.
That's a great one.
That's awesome, man.
It's really slick and smooth, I
Whose
think.
idea was that, to have a box like that?
I made one for myself.
Really?
Once, and then they wanted one with the logo on the front. I was like, let's light it up. So that's a translucent plastic. Mm-hmm. I thought, we'll just put the logo on front. That's the second one I made for them.
Oh, really?
The first one, they left in Europe or something, or it was stolen.
Wow.
I don't remember what
That's
happened.
crazy.
Yeah, and that same mic stand he's been using for, 12, 13 years. It's like, come on, Jericho.
Yeah.
Let's do another mic stand, man.
You know them through Billy Gray, I assume.
Well, I actually met Frank first.
Oh, really?
We started doing there was a band called Hair Force, I think, up north, like Michigan area.
Yeah.
And Frank was like, "Man, let's do something like that here." And so we tried. It was like, it was going to be a revolving singer. Like I sing 3 songs, another singer sings 3 songs while we're all changing out. And we tried it. Could never find the other guy to make it work. But that's how I met Frank. And
What year was that? Was that in like 90s or?
No. 2010 maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got you.
And
Were you a Stuck Mojo fan? I mean, that's Frank's, you know.
yeah, they were around before me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, before I moved to Atlanta, around 2000. And I was never into the rap as much.
Yeah.
As far as all that, I mean, they're obviously incredible. I love Rich. I love Frank.
Yeah.
And Rich asked me to be in that one of those videos when they got the new kid singing.
Yeah, I saw that, man.
I was in that video.
All these people on my show were in that video. Like Rick,
I bet.
You know, from Say Never.
I bet.
And it was great. I should have went to that. This is Jeff Scott Soto.
Yeah.
How'd you hook up with this guy?
Such a nice guy. Man.
Really?
That guy is so sweet. It's weird because almost all of Mike Portnoy's singers I've worked with now.
That's amazing. I love Mike. Amazing.
But I think he just found me, and he wanted one for Sons of Anarchy, which was this mic stand. And it's got the LEDs in it.
Oh, that's cool.
And so he showed it. No, he actually wanted this one for a solo band first. So he showed that to the guys in the band, and they were like, "Oh, you need one for not Sons of Anarchy, Sons of Apollo." Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sons of Apollo. And
that's
so,
cool. He reached out to you. That's got to be. That's awesome.
A lot of that happens now.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's really cool. So yeah, he used him as photo shoots, and he's just, I can't wait to catch up with him on a cruise. It's
yeah. Which cruise is it?
Monsters of Rock.
Nice.
Yeah, like 4 weeks or something. 5
Are you
weeks.
playing with your band?
It kills me. There's Nerd Halen on there or something
Nerd
like
Halen.
that. I'm like, man, they need my Van Halen tribute on there.
Yeah, dude. I saw
maybe
it.
next year.
It's amazing. How's your band doing right now? Are you still playing?
Yeah, man. When we just did the whole run of the World Series with all three of my bands, we played like Excitable played one night, Moby Dick played one night, and then 84 played one night.
God, man.
And that was
That's brutal,
intense, man. That was really cool. And then from that, Moby Dick is now going to be playing the NASCAR, whatever, in March. So yeah, it just keeps rolling.
Can you find Moby Dick like on streaming devices like Spotify?
It's really weird because there's been so many member changes, but we don't have any songs. It's just covers, you know, just a party cover band. I don't even have anything as far as videos with Billy in it.
Oh yeah,
We haven't even done a photo shoot. He just kind of came in. We just kept rolling.
yeah, that's awesome. Man.
But we only play that band only plays once every few months. So
Yeah, I used to have some friends that loved your band, and they had the shirt that says "I love Dick." Was that your idea?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some old shirts right there.
Did you ever wear it?
I never did. No, I never did. The ones I liked that said Moby Dick Sofa King Cool.
Oh yeah,
I like
nice.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, Moby Dick's been around for a while. I mean, I remember like
Yeah.
2008 or something, or 2007 maybe.
Yeah. Early 2007 we started.
That's cool, man.
15 years now. How does that happen?
All right. What's this mic stand right here?
That is a dude hit me up out of Texas, and he wanted a Black Label Society. He's starting a Black Label Society tribute.
Oh, cool. Do you get hit up by a lot of tribute bands?
Oh yeah, I'm the guy.
That's awesome.
I'm the guy for tribute bands.
That's amazing.
I mean, Bon Jovi tributes. Oh my gosh, there's got to be 50.
You made
in the world.
50?
I bet.
Wow.
I mean, Australia, Japan. There's Bon Jovi tributes everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's actually the first chain one I ever made. Because that's just one of those things. It's like I'm just going to weld a chain up. I want to do something cool. You know?
Yeah. So it's
No,
pretty
just
easy.
weld
Huh?
a chain up. But that one was arced, and it was Black Label Society. So I was like, I'll do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
I can be a little picky about the ones I do now.
There's Robert Plant.
That was very cool, and that was the time where I wasn't making much money, and unfortunately, the guy that helped me get that job said, "Hey, dude, can you fly to St. Louis? I'll get you backstage and meet Robert Plant." And I looked it up, and he hit me up like 3 days before the show, and he wasn't doing many shows at that point, and it was like $700 or something, and I was broke. I mean, I was broke. I was like, "There's no way I can do that." I really wanted to. He only used that stand for like maybe 6 or 7 shows.
Yeah.
I don't know if he lost it. Nobody ever told me what happened to it, but he doesn't use it anymore.
Oh. How long does it take you to do it, to mic stand like that, you know?
That mic stand was probably, Less than a day.
Really?
A tripod.
Oh, okay.
A basic tripod because I've got it down now. I know I don't have to look up any prints or measurements or anything. I can just do it. It's habit now. I mean, hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about your Van Halen tribute band. That's amazing, dude. How do you pick out the songs?
Oh, that's easy.
That's the easy part?
Yeah.
That's some hard songs to cover.
It's a trip because Moby Dick had the guys, and we started doing, because there was a Van Halen tribute in Atlanta. There was probably like 2 or 3 at the time. And
Did you make their mic stands?
that's another story. So at the time, we were like, well, let's do a David Lee Roth tribute. So we did a David Lee Roth tribute, and it wasn't quite going over well because we were doing the Steve Vai stuff and, you know, the solo stuff. And so the guy I had went to the other Van Halen tribute full time. He was doing both. And so we just found this kid. He was 14. He had just moved to Atlanta from New Orleans, Stratton. And it's crazy. I mean, the dude's been viral. I mean, he's had videos that have millions of views on. It's like he was 12 and him and his buddies did a Sweet Child of Mine in the neighborhood.
He was 12? Was like his
He
voice
was
even
12.
cracked?
Oh, he was playing guitar.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And they did Sweet Child of Mine, and I mean, like, it's millions of views. So anyway, he moves there, and we were like, I don't know, a 14-year-old in our band?
Yeah.
He was about to turn 15, so he turned 15. And
He was 14 and a half.
and then he was in the band, man, and he just killed it. I mean, the kid was amazing. And he got to be almost 17, and he was like, I want to enjoy my senior year, so why don't you guys look for somebody else? And so we did, and then COVID hit, and it totally ruined his senior year. I hate it for the kid. Such a nice guy.
Yeah.
And
Well, maybe you get him later down the road or something.
well, so then we found this other kid from Nashville, Max Fry, and he was 16. I'm like, where in the world are these kids
what are
coming
the odds,
from,
man?
And so now he's 18. So he's been in the band for 2 years. But I mean, it's just, you know, that keeps you young. Man. You're in a band with
Yeah.
a teenager. You got to be on it, which I love because it keeps me on, keeps me trying.
Yeah.
So, but it is a little frustrating when you see somebody jumping off the riser and doing all this stuff. And then you're like, oh, my knee, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Do you cover songs from like both like Sammy Hagar and?
No, even though I look more like Sammy,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But no, it's all Dave stuff.
Are you a Sammy fan?
I am, yeah. But I can't sing that stuff. That's just one of those bands, you know. That singer just nobody ever sings like that.
Dude, he's amazing. Montrose.
Yeah,
Dude, it's amazing.
I've never heard one person sing that guy well, like really well.
To this day, he sounds good. You know.
I know.
Yeah, he's
I know.
getting.
Yeah, I just saw him not long ago.
Did you? Are you friends with him or something?
No, that's another weird story. Actually, they did a show with Night Ranger, and I made all of Night Ranger's mic stands all across the front. And so we got in backstage, me and my buddy, and just kind of, you know, checked everything out. It was really cool. And then I didn't make Sammy Hagar's bar mic stand.
Yeah.
But there was this charity in like Ohio or something hit me up and said, hey, Sammy Hagar's going to be hosting our event. We'd like to get some mic stands. So I made them 3 mic stands. They auctioned them off. I was like, I'll make you an extra one if you'll get him to sign it and send it back to me.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
He said it was spot on. So I guess I did all right.
What's the hardest Van Halen song you got to play or sing? Is there one more challenging?
Some of them are not as fun, that's for sure. Even though I love every David Lee Roth song.
Or what's your least not as
Probably
fun song?
Pretty Woman. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just burned out on it?
Yeah, it's just, or Dancing in the Street. Mm-hmm. You know, the ones that I really love, like On Fire, Running with the Devil. The ones where I can get the high notes. You know?
Yeah, nice. Do you guys rehearse a lot, or you just go home and listen to the CD? And then
when you're learning new stuff, you have to. We did definitely in the beginning, but we played so much, man. It's pretty autopilot now.
Yeah. You're playing more with them, right, than Moby Dick?
Oh, way more, yeah.
Yeah.
But Excitable is picked up now. So since we added Billy,
That's cool.
And I got this.
Excitable, yeah.
Yeah, I got a guy named Victor from. He's from Brazil. He just moved here, so he's awesome too.
Wow, he moved here from Brazil. That's cool. Yeah, tribute bands are massive now, man.
Massive.
Yeah.
Especially Bon Jovi. which I'm happy about.
Yeah, 50
a
mic
pretty good
stands.
penny.
That's pretty good, man. Hey, so you brought me a shirt. Can people buy your shirt online?
Yeah. I don't really have but I got the website, but they could hit me up off of that, metaldozer.com.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you got like anything else coming? More mic stands.
I'm about to work on David Coverdale's. I've actually had
Nice.
this one. That was a weird one where it was like, the guy that always made his died like 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And so they actually, which is not normal, they sent me his mic stands in the case. So I've got them in my shop. They've been there for like a year and a half.
They send them to you?
Yeah, and they're all ragged out, and real loose. And so they want me to basically copy them, but kind of do my own little twist on them. So I'm waiting on them. They're sending me a mic. It's really weird. It's not like a mic clip.
Uh-huh.
They want a custom-made round piece of plastic that's tapered so he can put the mic into it like that, and it grabs it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm waiting on the mic.
Yeah.
1st of February, that's what I'll be doing.
We got to talk. We were talking earlier about this. We got to talk about Korn's mic stand, Jonathan Davis.
Yeah, I wish I'd made
Who
that.
makes that? You know?
Oh, it was a one-off deal.
One-off deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, the stories I've been told, I can't claim to know, but I've just been told that there was 3 made. One of them was messed up when it came out of the mold, so they just destroyed it. And then the other one was buried with Geiger, or how do you say it?
Uh-huh.
And so he's got the last one.
Who designed it? Was that
Geiger.
John? Oh, he did. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Geiger designed that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the top of designing to me. I mean, I would love to make something like that. If somebody comes to me with 50 grand, I'll do it.
Yeah. So that's a fit.
Nobody's ever come to me with 50 grand before.
Weren't you saying like Jonathan Davis bought it for $1 million or something?
He insured it for $1 million.
That's insane.
Yeah. I think it was before Geiger died. They were insured for $1 million, and then that one was buried with him. So he's got that's the story. I don't know if it's true or not. You know how rock folklore is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude, and this too, man. Do you make this yourself?
I do make these cuffs, yeah.
These are cool.
Yeah. They're flexible, bend it to make it fit your wrist. Yeah.
Yeah. Man. Jason, I appreciate you being on the show, man. This is cool,
Absolutely.
bro. Man, we got to hang out more often.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I see you at the shows, man. I think I saw you at Korn's show. I don't know if it was
Probably,
you.
man.
Yeah.
There before COVID, I was at everything.
Yeah.
I miss those days.
Me too. Yeah, I wonder if I'll ever be back to normal, you know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, I appreciate you being on the show, man.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, great company.
Thank you.
Change the name.
All right, it's official. Thank you, Steve.
Yep.